Hello, family. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Healing What Should Have Never Been Broke podcast. Today we have a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Marcy Phason.
Okay, so I have a thing where I ask all my guests, what can you change today that will make you a better person tomorrow?
Well, basically, one of my goals is to get healthier. So I can start by eating right today.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So, would you like to start off by telling us something about yourself?
Well, I'm very real simple. Basically, I'm self motivated, self driven. Never really worked for anybody. Always been an entrepreneur. Wouldn't call myself a hustler, I would call myself a strategist.
Okay.
So, just plain as day, basically.
So, I understand you have a lot of businesses. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Okay, so the main thing that I do now is I have a business, a brick and mortar. It's called I Got Five on it. I sell everything from detergent to household items, Bath and Body Works, body wash, makeup, jewelry, just a variety of different things.
And where are you located?
20638 Torrance. That's in Linwood, Illinois. 60411.
I'll also link that in the description box for you all.
And I'm open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 5. Sunday and Monday by appointment only.
Okay. Do you think that anything in your childhood has motivated you to be this businesswoman you are today?
Yes. Well, my mom and my dad were original Jewtown sellers. So I grew up as a kid watching them sell. And I just always had it in me. I always could sell anything.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Um, well, I'm working on my 5 year plan now. I'm trying to elevate, trying to take my business on a whole nother bigger level. Probably within the next 5 years, I probably have several locations.
Okay. So what can you say was the hardest part about becoming a business owner?
Um, well, becoming a business owner is not the hard part. It's the I would say the hard part is being able to deal with multiple personalities, the customers. Business owning, everybody has a business nowadays, but that don't mean they do business correctly or business is done correctly. So I would say that basically being able to adapt to different people and their personalities and just the demand of what your customers need.
Okay, I'm glad you spoke on that. So, what qualities do you think a good business owner should possess, and what qualities do you think a business owner should not possess?
Well, good qualities, of course, is consistency. If you're don't have a business, especially brick and mortar, regardless if one or two people come in the business, you want to be open within the hours you say you're going to be open. So consistency is a big thing. Um, what was the second part of the question you asked? I'm sorry.
What qualities of a business owner do you think they should not possess?
I guess as far as communicating.
It could be communicating, the way they handle business.
Right. Well, as far as communicating, you have to be business savvy and pleasantable with people. You can't just, how you might talk to your friend is not how you're going to talk to your customer. So, you just got to learn how to different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
So
they call that code switching,
Yeah. What is it? Code switching?
Okay, yeah. Code switch.
Yeah, I like that terminology.
You know how you be like, hey, what's up? You be like, hello, sir. How are you today?
Right.
So, yeah, I could definitely see that being a huge part of it. So, what else? I know you have a lot of events that you do. So, what do you do as far as the event and nonprofit side of your businesses?
Well, I do appreciation events for all customers, supporters, employees, volunteers. I do a lot of little health seminars, to make it more informative for people. Because I throw a lot of events, but sometimes I like to do events that basically educate you more so having fun. Mm-hmm. But I do the paint and sips. I do Bath and Body Works parties, makeup parties, jewelry parties, but I'm more on the informative tip this year. Mm-hmm. Most of my events I'm going to do this year going forward is going to be more informative on health, lifestyle changes, and just overall things that a lot of people don't talk to each other about, or things that people need help on that they mm-hmm. never address, just so people know they're not alone. Mm-hmm. Everybody has something they need to work on. No one's perfect.
Mm-hmm. And you just did an event last Sunday. What was that about?
It was a health and hair seminar. It was basically knowing your roots, knowing your scalp, knowing why a lot of people have problems with hair, growing hair. So I had a scalp analyzer come. She did scalp scoping to show healthy roots. And then also, it was also about knowing your blood type and what type of food might affect your blood type, what food you're not supposed to eat, what food you're supposed to eat, because a lot of people don't know that most sicknesses and diseases, it starts in the gut, and it's what you're putting in your body.
Okay, can we get an example of that? Do you know your blood type mm-hmm. exactly? And what you're not supposed to eat?
Okay, so one of the things that I love so much that I'm not supposed to eat is shrimp. And that's one of my blood type. It works against it. So it creates mucus and inflammation in my body, mm-hmm. which starts in the gut. But I can kind of tell, too. See, a lot of people, they ignore signs. Mm-hmm. And signs are important. Because your body tells you when something's wrong. Mm-hmm. But, when you've grown and you've been working and running around, I'm just going to deal with that later. Or, I don't need to go to the doctor. But your body tells you, and a lot of people just throw it under the rug. And that's what happens. It becomes something cancerous, or it becomes something that they could have been, basically mm-hmm. prevented or even got under control. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I remember you said that at one of these informative events, somebody partially saved their life by taking their health in concern.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it's about, like knowing your roots, knowing where you're from, knowing sicknesses in your family and stuff like that. Because it's time to break the cycle. Mm-hmm. So it's just like now you got to just get to know yourself. So take time out instead of going to the club and learn what your blood type like and what your blood type don't like, Because if you do find out what goes good with your body and what don't go good with your body, you'll live a little longer to go to the club, even more.
Yeah, that's true.
You be just clapping then. Yeah, but it's good to know about your health, though.
Okay. What else? Okay, so how long have you been in business?
Okay, so this particular business with the household products and detergent and hygiene products, I would say 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started off selling out my car. Like pulling up at barbershops, beauty salons, and just popping the trunk.
Hey, that's how the greatest be starting out.
Yes. And then I went from that avenue to the flea market. Mm-hmm. The flea market, I wound up having 3 booths in the flea market. So I was like, you know what? I'm steady elevating. So now it needs to get a brick and mortar. Mm-hmm. That way I can just have everything in one place. I don't have to tear up no more cars, because I was tearing up a lot of cars, because that detergent and stuff, that stuff is heavy, and mm-hmm. it's real heavy on your struts. And I just be able to sit and let the money come to me, because I put enough footwork in for me to open up a brick and mortar. And that's one thing about a brick and mortar. You have to have the footwork. Mm-hmm. If you depend on wherever you like, where I'm at now, it's not that much foot traffic. But if I didn't have the footwork that I put in for so many years, then a brick and mortar wouldn't have been possible. Mm-hmm. So you have to do your homework before you do reach out there and actually accumulate another expense, because commercial property gets expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The bills are expensive, and that's why a lot of businesses don't survive because they don't think of what's to come. They just think of now. They didn't plan it for now and later. So
okay.
Yeah, so I just suggested, when you step out in the endeavorment, make sure you get all your I's dotted and your T's crossed. And then you always have something over to the side for the little extra expenses that you didn't count in there. So, yeah, it's just something you don't just jump off. You don't go jumping off the bridge now. Stay afloat, so.
So you just covered the advantages and disadvantages, but what are some more advantages and disadvantages you think?
Well, advantage of course, a brick and mortar is always a good plus because you got people that if they know you there, they're coming. Mm-hmm. Brick and mortar is always good versus online business because you got some people that's still old school that want to come out and they want to shop. Mm-hmm. But, then you got the other entity where people want to just be in their home and shop and it comes to their door. But, I mean, the advantage of having a actual brick and mortar is good. It's good versus online because people, like I said, they can actually come and see in person. Whether they're going to shop or not, they just want to see that it exists. And then you got a lot of people that still don't use Google. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of people that still just, okay, where you at? I'm going to just come.
So besides the disadvantage of going through so many cars, what do you think would have been better for you to have like a brick and mortar for like you have a on the go type of van situation like they have?
Well, I wouldn't say going through so many cars was a disadvantage because it all panned it out. It paid for itself, So I mean, the detergent broke the car. The detergent paid to get the car fixed, so it all worked out. But I would just say, like, as far as will I go back and try to change some stuff? Mm-hmm. Not really. I made good money doing this, mm-hmm. And it actually keeps me from clocking in somebody else's clock.
I know that's right.
So, yeah, I wouldn't change it, but I could have just went ahead and bought a soccer mom van and just said forget it instead of just tearing up cars. But I don't know, it was just convenient, I guess. I don't know, drop the kids off at school and go do some pop-ups,
So, if you can go back to that time, what would you tell yourself?
As far
as becoming more productive in your business.
Well, the thing is, what I do, it basically speaks for itself. The stuff that I have are necessities. Mm-hmm. So everybody needs them. So it speaks for itself. I don't have to shove the bottle of detergent down your throat because eventually you're going to need some detergent to wash your clothes. So it's like more of a necessity game. And that's why I got into it because I started using all this stuff and I seen that I needed it. Mm-hmm. And I knew how to get it for a cheaper price. So I'm like, okay, I could just spread it over, spread the wealth for somebody else. So instead of you going to Walmart and paying $6, I got that same item probably for $4. Mm-hmm. And then I try to keep it affordable for everybody because, times is hard now with the inflation and, it's just hard. But I started this because I started using a lot of these products. And, I was like, you know what? I can get an abundance of them for a cheaper price. Okay. Then I can sell them too. So it worked hand in hand. So I don't even have to go to the store. If I need some dishwashing liquid, I'm just going on the shelf, get the dishwashing liquid, and I'm going home. It's convenient too. Mm-hmm. People be running to the store, they get all the way home, be like, oh, I need some dishwashing liquid. Well, I got 5 on it, got it.
So what would you tell somebody that wants to get into what you're doing? What would be the first couple of steps they should take?
A business plan. You need to write everything. I write everything down. You need to write everything down and go over it several times. I'm not the type of person that just jump out and do things. Mm-hmm. I have a plan and I sit on it for a while before I execute it. Mm-hmm. So just writing down your goals. That's what I would say. Writing down your goals.
And what's the next step after that?
Um, pursuing them resources.
So, what do you think has helped you become as successful as you are today? What resources?
Well, basically, you got to stay focused, consistency, and I'm very focused on what I'm doing. That's number one thing. You got to stay focused, and you got to have consistency. You know, people say they're gonna do this and do that, and they might not do it now. They might do it 10 years from now. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it because I push myself to stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the number one thing: staying focused. That's a lot of things that when it comes to business and life in general, we have problems with staying focused.
Mm-hmm.
And staying focused is number one. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can really say that's gonna even top everything. You gotta stay focused.
So, as far as resources like classes or courses, or how did that? What route did you take when it came to that?
What classes and courses and stuff for
Or
what I do?
like skills or trades, or did you have to go through any of that, or was it just a natural instinct?
No, it wasn't natural. It was I actually started doing it in college,
Mm-hmm.
getting stuff, detergent and stuff. I went to Purdue, and college kids, you don't really have a lot of money,
Okay.
so you figure out a way. You get tired of eating noodles, you know, and you get tired of washing your clothes with dishwashing liquid. So you find a way. I found a way to get the stuff for affordable price. And then what I did was I helped my friends out too on the campus. I'll sell them some stuff for affordable, and I just ran with it. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been selling necessities for affordable price for years. So, yep. And it's name brand accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Necessities rather. It's name brand. It ain't like it's like, off brand. It's like good stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
So, if somebody wanted to get into like couponing, how would they do that? Like, do you have courses on that?
Yeah, I'll probably do a class in the near future on the couponing, but I don't think people are really interested in it like that no more.
I am. I be watching extreme couponing.
At first, like 10 years ago, it was just very trendy.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's kind of faded out. I guess people I guess I'm gonna get this however I can get it.
I don't know. I'll be watching them videos and she'd be like, okay, y'all, if you go to Dollar Tree and get a toothpaste and some baby wash, you could get your whole order for $5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. How do you do that?
Yeah. It's techniques to that. You got to match the sale with the coupon.
Mm-hmm.
You just because you got a coupon don't mean you use it. You got to actually research the weekly ads and see what store has it at a cheaper rate. Then you match that sale with that coupon to get the best rate. So it's techniques to it. It ain't people think because you got a coupon you're supposed to just use it now. You got to research.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a job.
Every time I get me a coupon, she'll be like, if you spend X amount of dollars, you get $10. I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
But what if you can spend 10? Say if you spend 20, you save 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then what if it's another coupon, $2 off bleach? So you make sure you include that bleach in that $20 and get $2 off and the $10 off. Yeah, that's how you do that.
Okay.
Everything that you include in that $20, you got to see if you got a coupon for it on itself. Because it's going to take $10 off the overall purchase anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But then all the items that you put in, see if they got a coupon, all that's going to come off of those as well. So you're getting 10 plus some more savings. Yeah.
Okay,
that's how you do that.
So she gonna have us
deep.
A course, okay? We're gonna have us a course where we can learn, because what we're doing all 2025, saving coins. Okay?
Yes, saving coins and getting healthy.
Yes,
and getting healthier. That's one thing that I'm focusing on. That's my two main goals: is make money, making sense, make money make sense,
mm-hmm.
and getting healthier.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my two goals for 2025.
So how are you doing with those so far?
Well, what are we, 28 days in?
Yes. Almost into a month or two.
Yeah, we 28 up. Well, I'm still writing stuff down, so I'm still focused. So, yep.
So if anybody is interested in an event you do, where can they find it?
Okay, I got a couple of ways they can find me. But the best way is to contact me, 708-264-1964, because I'm more of a verbal person anyway.
Okay.
But I mean, I do have Facebook groups, Instagram, all that good stuff. But like I said, 708-264-1964. My name is Marcy. That's the best way.
Put that in the description box.
That's the best way to get a hold of me, and I answer every number. Even the 1-800 number. So.
Oh yeah, you a good one, baby.
I answer straight every number.
Hello, you have reached the voicemail box.
You never know who might call you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might have $1 million investor call me, and I don't want to miss it. So,
see, that's my problem. My phone, it's always on silent. So if I don't hear that vibrate, I don't know. I feel like that's just something about this generation. Just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and the phone the phone got us brainwashed because we can do everything on it.
Yeah, you can. Technology, AI, period.
Yeah.
You think that AI has helped you adventure?
Well, I don't really use AI. Oh, I'm not even an AI user yet. I haven't been forced to use it. I guess when the world transitioned completely over, then I have to be forced. But I don't really use AI.
I don't know. Something about that kind of scare me.
Yeah.
You be watching the movies about why we should not trust AI.
Oh, yeah.
They be all the time.
How they make them people look real.
Yes, that. And they be what they be like one day, oh, yeah, I think I'm going to kill everybody and take over the world.
But you know, too, it is all computer, too.
Yeah.
So sometimes that computer outsmarts itself. And that's what they show in a lot of them AI movies.
Even Alexa, like, you could be minding your business, and she be like, okay, showing results for XYZ, like...
Yeah, like, who's talking to you?
You know what I mean?
They
like,
listening.
Even Siri, like, you could be talking about something right now, you could be like, oh yeah, KFC sound good right now, which I would never say, but you know what? It's an example. And watch, you be scrolling, and you get all type of KFC infomercials.
Yeah.
And
it does that with the phone, too.
Yeah.
They're listening. Yeah, they're listening.
That's kind of scary.
But that's how the world revolves. They listen to people. That's how they revolve.
That's kind of crazy.
It's all about design. Yeah, this is all about design.
But it's crazy how, like, back in the day, we used to joke, like, oh, yeah, my FBI agent be listening. They he really be listening.
Bad design.
We thought it was ha funny. No, it's reality.
No, even with the food.
Yeah.
They put stuff in the food, too.
I remember I was watching this video, and it was basically talking about, like, how this white man was at churches or something, and he was like, oh my gosh, I remember there was a time where white people couldn't eat churches, and of course by clear people, sorry, my bad, correction, clear people. And the lady was like, what do you mean? Because of course I'm interested now. And he was basically talking about, like, how clear people weren't allowed to have certain restaurants because they were designated for black people. Or you gotta what black people? Solid solid people, because you know we were originally slaves or whatever, and they wanted to mess up our reproductive system because
we wasn't equal.
Exactly. So they put all this stuff in churches because, you know, it's always the churches in the hood. It's always Popeyes in the hood. And these are the main companies that they target. You know what I mean? Like, even the movie, They Clone Tyrone, they basically told us what they be doing.
Yeah. Most of the stuff that be in these movies and stuff, where do you think they get the ideas from?
That's what I be saying.
It's got to be some type of truth to it, but they do throw a little fiction, non-fiction in there or whatever. But it's some truth to it.
That's what I be saying. Like, even with these space movies, like, it's literally impossible to imagine something you have never seen before. And that's what I be telling people. Like, they be like, you have to have seen it somewhere. A dream. It had to have come from somewhere. You cannot imagine something you've never seen before. So that's what I be saying. Like, eventually, I feel like we go be like one of the movies, like the 100. How the Earth was covered in radiation and they had to live in space, and basically like 100 people survived. Like, I feel like that's low key reality right now because radiation is everywhere on Earth right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy how people are just so oblivious. Like, oh yeah, it's just for entertainment. Okay, I'm a firm believer in the people in control. They have to tell you what they're doing before they do it. It's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, they do.
It's the fact. It's one saying I said in my last podcast that the the best thing the devil could have ever done was convince the world that he wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's so true. Like the devil could really walk up to somebody. He could walk up to the world and be like, "Hi, I'm the devil," and they wouldn't even take him serious because people are so sleep. They are so sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But when people come out and try to inform them, they're like, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that," and then turn around and we be right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's just crazy. I feel like that is us as a society that we think everything is a joke, everything is ha ha funny, and we don't even understand like what's going on in the world right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all, that's another podcast for another day. That's a whole other tangent. And then she also has a event coming up about like the food that we eat and she talked about the blood type, and we could do another podcast on that too, and just inform people because, listen, we've been, what's the word I'm looking for? We've been asleep too long. It's called ignorance, okay? At some point, you can't keep using ignorance as an excuse. You got to educate yourself.
Yep.
But we're going to close out. Thank you so much for joining me today.
No problem.
As always, I love you guys and be safe, make good choices, and I'll see you when I tune in again.